And I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be something new that I'm going to start doing. I've been wanting to start doing it, but I've just been really busy and stressed lately. But now school is over, so I won't have to, a lot of stress is off my back. And so yeah, in about next week or in 2 weeks, I'm going to, I'm being hospitalized again. I'm going to the partial hospital program again for mental health. My therapist said that I'll probably be there for 2-3 weeks, and I'm going back due to some things that I kind of relapsed in, that I need to go back and kind of fix myself until I can be, okay, I can't think of the word now, at home therapy. I really can't think of the name right now, but yeah. So I will be explaining more about that, but what I'm going to be doing is a day video. Like each day I talk about like what happened each day I was at the hospital, so people know what it's like if they're going to one and they're nervous about it. So yeah, since I have my first time experience and this will be my second time experience. So yeah, on to this video now. I just wanted to explain that. I'm going to be talking about how to reborn a reborn with FolkArt acrylic paint. Now, this is something that not a lot of YouTubers talk about. There's not a lot of YouTubers out there in the Reborn community that explain everything step by step how they reborn. And I understand why, because, you know, obviously it's their business and they don't want everybody to know their tips and tricks, because obviously they want the money and they don't want people to steal that. And I understand that, but I also understand people who want to learn, that they wish, I know a lot of people out there wish that more YouTubers would explain how they do stuff, because for beginners it is difficult. Luckily there are a few YouTubers out there, but there isn't a lot. So I decided I'm going to be one of those YouTubers that explain how I reborn step by step. So this video is going to be all the supplies you will need to get started for beginners. So yeah, there is one other YouTuber I know that is Butterfly Kisses Nursery, that also has some videos. I think it is, I'll link down in the description, some videos on how to reborn with FolkArt acrylic paint. It's the only other YouTuber I know that really explains like step by step. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the paints that you will need, or at least the paints that I use. You may need different colors, depending on what tutorials you may watch on YouTube, like the way you like babies to look, but this is just the colors that I have and the colors that I use. So I suggest getting all these colors in FolkArt acrylic paint, but I do have some other acrylic brand that I do have, that I've had left over from other projects that I'm using, and it works just fine, but I do suggest getting all the colors in FolkArt acrylic paint. So this one is, ooh, that was nice. Look at that. Focusing on that. Focusing on this. I just got a new camera, guys, and I'm literally in love with it. Okay, so let's go back to this. It's FolkArt 420 linen acrylic matte acrylic paint, 2 fluid ounces, and it just looks like this. It's a very pale skin tone. And then this one's another skin tone. This is 2944 light flash multi-surface plaid, 2 fluid ounces. And then I have this green, which I use for washes. So this is the color. Oh, and this is the color. It's a bit brighter flesh tone. And this is the name of it right there. Sorry, my nails are really ugly. Acrylic paint. Looks like that. This one is a light brown, and I don't really use this, but you could use it for shading, increasing, or in hair. It's a very light brown. That's the name of it, golden brown. Move that over. I have this FolkArt purple in 2929 Perfect Purple multi-surface. And it's a very pretty purple, which I use for undertones and the nails and in the creasing. This one I use in the creasing and for Caucasian skin tones. You can also use this for ethnic skin tones, but I don't know how to do that yet. Haven't practiced to do that yet. This is 940 Coffee Bean Acrylic Matte Acrylic Paint. Then I have a blue for veining, undertones. It's 2472, whatever that word is, blue outdoor gloss acrylic paint. And it really doesn't matter what you get, if it's matte or gloss or satin or whatever. I haven't found an issue as long as you use the varnish, which is the matte varnish I use, which I will explain about that later. This is 2901 Apple Red Multi-Surface FolkArt Satin Acrylic Paint. FolkArt 633 Baby Pink Acrylic Matte Acrylic Paint. It's a very light baby pink, which I use for blushing, undertones, modeling, sometimes the nails. So yeah. And then this I have an off-brand yellow. This is like an off-brand that I got from like my school. It's very bright yellow, and I use this for undertones. And even though this is a really off-brand acrylic, it works nice. But when I run out of this, I'm gonna get it in FolkArt. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna be talking about the varnishes and like varnishes, matte varnishes, gloss varnishes that I use, which are these three right here. Now these three I feel like is a very, very essential. So I definitely suggest getting all three of these. It's definitely worth it. So this one is, this I got at Michael's Craft Store, and all of the paints, I forgot to say, I got at Michael's Craft Store. So this I got at Michael's as well, and this is the new Martha Stewart Crafts line, and it's multi-surface durable matte finish, 8 fluid ounces. And this is awesome. This is just awesome. So what I do is every time I mix my paints, I put a little bit of this in it to make the paint more durable on the vinyl, so it'll be less likely to come off and stuff. As long as you have this too, which I'm sure you guys know what this is. Well, if you're a beginner, I don't know, but once you know the knowledge, most people know what this is. But this is supposed to be used on coffee mugs, so you can like paint a coffee mug and then put that on and like put it in the dishwasher supposedly. Now I don't know if that works, but I have used this, like done the whole doll, like painted the whole doll and then put that on as the matte varnish. And literally when I went to strip the kit because I didn't like how it came out, like I was scrubbing and like soaked it in water and it still was not budging. So yeah, this stuff is awesome. I would not suggest using it as a full matte varnish because it isn't matte. It's more of a satin. It leaves the babies very glossy, and it's just not doesn't give it a realistic skin look unlike this one does. So this one I just added into the paints. And then this one is my gloss varnish. This I just use Mod Podge, and I use this to seal eyelashes, eyebrows, hair, and painting the inside of the ears, eyes, inside of the nose, lips, and toenails and fingernails to make them look glossy. So yeah, this is just Mod Podge, gloss, water-based sealer, glue, and finish, 2 fluid ounces. You do not really need a lot of this. And then this is the Bountiful Baby Color Number 8 Matte Varnish. Oh my god, this camera is awesome. Okay, so this is, yeah, 2 fluid ounces. number 3032, color number 8. This I use for my full matte varnish on the babies. Once I'm done completing them, I put this on to give it that matte look and very realistic look. Now for acrylics, there is one downside to it, and that is you can't really find a air dry that's actually matte sealer. This is the only thing that I found works. It gives the babies a very, very lifelike effect, and it makes the babies very, very durable, makes the paint very durable for changing them and holding them and, you know, things like that. So I really don't suggest getting anything else other than the Genesis matte varnish from Bountiful Baby. So yeah, I just really highly suggest this. And then obviously for this you will need an oven. So yeah, which is expensive, but it's definitely worth it. So these things were from Michael's Craft Store, and then this is bountifulbaby.com. Now we're going to be going on to tools that you will need. So you will need cosmetic wedge sponges, wedge applicator sponges, latex free, and I suggest getting ones that are not infused with vitamin E. I didn't know that until after I already bought these, but these are infused with vitamin E with no latex, and I haven't had any problems that I've known. So if you get this, that's fine, it works for me, but I suggest getting one with no latex and no ones infused with vitamin E.
Don't forget about